Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new live stream. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Today for you all, I have the final episode of The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series, Season 3. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit upset that Season 3 is coming to an end. But let's not get, too far depressed in regards to the season ending. But I have enjoyed playing it. The first time that I played Season 3, I didn't enjoy it that much. I found it quite boring, very bland. Maybe because it was the choices that I made. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. But also I didn't really have anyone to hang with, talk to, or anything, So, the second time around that I have played Season 3, it has been on my YouTube channel. And I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for your love, for your support throughout Season 3. Whether you've been here since day one that I started this whole series of The Walking Dead, from of course Season 1 Episode 1 to now, or if you've just come by for Season 3 for a few episodes, I still appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, this is Episode 5 from the Gallows, and I'm just excited to jump into it. So, if at any moment the volume is low, you let me know in the chat, but I am still trying to adjust to this headset, to the volume of it, and if at any moment, like I said, the volume of myself, the game, is low, I will try and fix it, but if it's good, then I'm happy, I am happy. But let's take a trip down memory lane, and let's have a look at the episodes one by one. So, here we have Episode 1, Ties That Bind. You got an introduction of Javier running home in regards to his father that is passing, and his brother David wasn't too pleased about it. And then things kind of took a dark turn, to say the least. And then it was Javier, Kate, Gabe, and Mariana on the road. And then they went by this junkyard, I believe it was, to gather some fuel. And that sadly took a dark turn. But in Episode 2, we were in a truck with this guy who I decided to kill. But what could have happened if I didn't kill him? I decided to change my decision on that when I restarted Episode 1 and 2, because my save file choices from Season 1 and 2 was completely different, completely random, and they didn't cross over. So I restarted Episode 1 and 2, and luckily my save files from Season 1 and 2, the choices that I made from those seasons, crossed over into Season 3. So Clementine hasn't lost a finger, but she does have a scar on her head, and we have had flashbacks of Kenny. So that is also another thing that we were missing massively in Season 3, is the Kenny flashbacks. It was randomized. My choices from Season 1 and 2 were randomized, and I got really, really pissed off, to put it blunt. But nonetheless though, aside from all of that, we've got a finger, we've got a different scar now, we've got one on our forehead, we've had flashbacks of Kenny, but in Episode 2, Mariana sadly got shot in the head by the New Frontier, and we went to a place called Prescott. Things went sideways with that, and then we were kind of stuck on the road from there. And then throughout, I would say, Episode 2, we met a guy called Jesus. I forgot his real name, but Jesus sounds really cool. Conrad, he threatened my son's life just to take Clementine in. I shot Conrad, just to protect Clem, to protect my nephew, and I thought I was doing good. I thought I was doing good, doing what I did. Trip thought Conrad was eaten by the zombies and stuff like that. That's what he thought. Eventually we went to the pearly gates of Prescott, I would say, but it wasn't so pearly inside. It was quite a shitfest, to be honest with you, but we also came across a familiar face that we thought we would never see again. We thought that they were dead, and that was David. Now, David saw Javier, and of course saw Kate the way she was. If you don't know how she was shot, and David was very upset about that, and Javier ended up telling David the truth of who was behind it and stuff like that. But then we found out more stuff. We heard about Joan running the place, was the leader on these raids. She was the one that was taking charge and things like that. So honestly, throughout season 3, it's been quite a shitfest, to say the least. It's been chaos, it's been brutal, it's been upsetting, but there's also been some things that have been taking a bit of a twisted turn, all thanks to my choices. But there's just so much for me to talk about, and it'll be way too long. So hopefully in episode 5 we get a recap of each and every single one of the episodes. If we don't, then that sucks, but it is what it is. But let's find out what is going to happen in episode 5. But what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is sit back, relax, hit the like button on this live stream, and hope that you enjoy the final episode of season 3, A New Frontier. Let's get into it.
Previously on The Walking Dead. Whatever this thing is between us, I want to give it a chance. And I know the fact that David is back in our lives now makes this whole thing a little more complicated. But do you feel the same way?
I'm in. All the way.
Oh my God, really?
Really.
Just look what he's done. I had a very interesting conversation with your friend Eleanor last night. Isn't that right, Eleanor?
We did.
You've put me in a no-win situation here. Both of them deserve to die for their crimes. However, Javi, I'll let you spare one of them. Just one.
Let Ava live.
Shoot her.
Wait! I said don't shoot Ava!
How about you take David and the rest of your people and just get the hell out?
Go to hell, Joan!
It's Kate. She's coming for us.
Oh, shit! Oh, God. Kate!
Moment of truth, chat. Moment of truth. Is she dead or alive? Is she dead or alive?
While we're still breathing, Javi.
I'm letting the bones speak to me.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I can hear them. They're saying, "You're gonna lose, come mierda, so play already."
I must have inherited patience from Ma.
Oh, come on, man.
Calm down.
Victoria.
Carajo, I was so close. You're now my least favorite son, Javier.
Hey, he's the one who beat you.
Fine, it's a tie. I hate you both equally.
Kicked out of baseball. Can't play dominoes. What exactly are you good at again, Javi?
At least I can actually play baseball. Slugger.
That's enough, both of you. It's not Javi's fault he's a disgrace to the game of dominoes.
I won. That's $10 you owe me. Both of you. I know you're broke, Javi. You should sit out the next game, since we all know I'm gonna win. No shame in surrender.
Good game, David. Nicely played.
Nice or not, a win is a win. Pay up, little brother. If you can.
I'll cover for Javier.
Oh, is it your turn to do that now? I lost track. Poor, helpless Javi.
Get my wallet, mijo.
Keep an eye on him. You don't want him snatching an extra 20 for gas money.
It's on the counter.
Yeah, sure, Pa. Pa? What's this? Hey, man, I was reading that. What? What's up?
What the fuck is this?
None of your business.
He has cancer.
What? Pa, really?
I'm old. Old people get cancer. You didn't need to know.
That's not for you to decide! You really should have told us. It's the right thing to do.
It's my cancer. I get to do whatever I want. You know now. What difference does it make?
How bad?
It's okay, mijo. Ask me.
How bad is it?
You won't have to worry about paying me back that $10.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Pa.
Hey, settle, David. Now.
You haven't told Mama.
And neither will either of you. You hear me? Mouth shut.
That's not okay, Pa. You have to tell her.
When the time is right, I will.
That's not good enough.
It's good enough for me.
You're gonna need her help with this, Pa. Driving you to the doctor, getting prescriptions.
Wait, what are your options? Treatment, stuff like that.
Chemo, radiation, all that expensive mierda.
Great. When do you start?
I turned it down.
Turned it down? You don't get to turn it down.
So much money, and for what? Another month. Another game of dominoes to lose? It's not worth it.
If I was still playing ball, I could have paid for it.
I'll pay for it.
It's not happening. Save your money.
Fuck the money. I can afford it.
You can afford it, David. But my pride can't. Let's play another game.
You are a fucking coward. A selfish coward. Javi, can you believe this shit?
David, I get it, man. It's not fair, but come on, take it easy.
Sit down. Both of you. You know, I pray for daughters. Every night your mother was pregnant with both of you. Please, God, a daughter. Anything but a son. Anything but another me. Anything but another hot-headed idiot with his heart in the right place. Anything but another foolhardy, handsome gambler. Anything at all.
Please, Papa. Don't give up. Fight. Fight for our name. For our blood. For our family. Please, fight.
You have to fight, Pa. We don't just give up. Any of us.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I'll think about it.
Oh, thank you, Pa. Thank you, Javi.
Now can we play another game?
I'll grab some more beers.
So, what are you really gonna do?
Truth be told, whatever gets your mother off my ass. You think you two were mad at me for keeping secrets? But it's good to see you and David on the same side of things, or a change. I'm gonna be a name carved in stone before you know it, Javier. That'll be me. Letters on a rock that nobody wants to visit. I know you think you're strong enough to handle that alone. And so does your brother. And you're both wrong. You have to take care of each other. You two are all I'll leave behind. Like Gabe and Mariana will be for David. Legacy, Javier. It's all anyone leaves behind. That and their bones. Be brothers. Before it's too late. That's not too much to ask. One last favor for your old man.
Okay, Pa. I'll try.
As hard as you can?
As hard as I can.
I still need to pay David.
Pa.
Oye, if you had just won the game, we wouldn't have had this problem.
So you're blaming me for all this?
I'm depending on you, mijo. We both are.
Welcome to the channel, Lightning. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that my channel was suggested to you. I'm very happy about that. I hope you enjoy the stream and enjoy the final episode of Season 3. Please, no spoilers. Alright, remember the truth chat.
Jade! Kate! Kate! Gabe! Kate! Gabe! David! Over here! Where's Kate? She's not here. She must have gotten out. If something's happened to her, if you've gotten her... You better hope she's alive. We're here because of you. If something happens to her, that's on you. I didn't start this hobby. You did. Kate! 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 David, wait!
I found you!
She's alive!
Kate, I'm so glad
Javi, thank God you're all right.
Uh-oh.
I'm just glad you're still in one piece.
you're alive. I thought I lost you back there.
Same.
Uh-oh.
What the hell's the matter with you two? Focus on your surroundings.
There's Gabe and Clem.
Lead the way, Javi.
Get the knee, like this! Nice!
I got a great teacher.
You guys all right?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Look at them! There's so many!
We'll be safer inside. Get in! That should hold them for now.
You put up a good fight out there.
Hey, Dad. I'm glad you made it out.
Joan's probably looking for us.
No, she isn't. Javi shot her.
What?
Good riddance.
You were negotiating. I heard you. You didn't have to shoot. Everyone started panicking and shooting. We almost died.
You know what Joan's done. Prescott, Mariana, they're gone because of her. I couldn't trust her to keep her word.
We'll never know now.
Javi's right. Joan had to go. I would have done it too.
That's because you don't mind killing people, do you? I'm tired of being told people had to die. It's bullshit.
Gabe, that's not fair.
Hey, you do not walk away from me! When someone speaks to you, you stand up and answer them.
David, that's enough. He's not a little boy. He doesn't need that from you.
What he needs is to learn to keep his opinions to himself until he understands what the hell he's talking about. I'm trying to protect you, Gabe. I lost you once. I won't let it happen again. Okay?
We made it through alive. Let's just be glad about that.
We need to check the other entrances. Make sure we're safe. Gabe, want to help me out?
Javi?
Gabriel.
Just be careful, buddy. A lot of muertos out there.
Gabe and I will watch each other's backs.
I'll help too.
Okay.
Hey, Clem's with them. It's fine.
It's not that. It's... Let's just... I'm all over the place. I need to focus on something. Anything. Just need to focus. On whatever.
Let's see if there are any other survivors. It'd be good to know who's still around.
I don't want to think about how many people may have just died. But I guess I'm gonna have to find out eventually. Let's go. Oh my god. This is a fucking nightmare.
Mommy, it's them.
I'm glad Mariana didn't live to see this. To see what her father's become. To see what I've done. She'd be just like that little boy. Scared that the monsters are coming after her next. She would never trust us again. And I wouldn't blame her.
Kate, come on. We're not monsters.
I don't know who we are anymore. But it's not the people she knew. I did this to them. That hole is there because of me.
I'm just as responsible for it as you are.
You weren't behind the wheel, Javi. It's different. I can't leave until I make this right. All of this. Let's fix this. As best we can.
All right, Kate. Let's make things right.
I don't know if it's actually possible. But I feel a lot better knowing you're there too.
Crikey, what a freaking episode, huh? So far. What a start.
You've got a lot of nerve showing up here, after the bullshit you pulled. You're unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable!
Oh, I've got a lot of nerve. Everything that happened is because of you. This is all your fault.
I told you, I wanted you out of my life, after what you did to Conrad.
Why did you tell Joan what we were doing?
I was triaging a bad situation. Their doctor is barely functioning. And before you guys fucked it all up, their walls worked. It's not only about me. I can actually save lives here. Not just stitch them up and hope for the best. These people will die without me, Javi.
I know she, well, fucked us over. But she's trying to help them. She's trying to make something right. That's worth forgiving, right? She's trying. That counts.
Eleanor's one of us. Maybe she forgot it, but I haven't.
Thank you, Javi.
We should try to help. Not everyone here is guilty.
Did you see a little girl out there? She was right behind me.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any little girls.
First Rufus. Oh, my baby girl.
She knew Rufus.
He was her husband. Until you shot him in the back. She's one of my people, Eleanor. What's going on with her?
She'll be all right. She's not bitten or anything. She lost her daughter out there.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Christ. There's nothing worse than losing a child.
Tell me about it.
Give her some privacy. It's the least we can do.
I want to help you.
Okay. Well...
What the?
We're all fucking dead because of you!
Hey, easy.
You blew a hole in our wall! Got my little girl killed! Richmond was fine until your stupid
Easy,
ass
Fern.
showed up. We're dead fucking meat, David. Might as well take out this asshole while I can.
Fern.
Shut up!
You're wrong. This wasn't my fault.
You shot Joan. Guns don't just fire on their own.
Stand down. That's an order.
Kate, no!
Fern, this is all because of me. I caused the explosion. I killed your daughter. Please, forgive me. It's my fault. Please.
I am begging you. I hardly have any family left. Please don't take any more away from me.
No!
Fern!
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
My god! Dad!
You're welcome, Javi.
That dead guy!
David, what are you doing?
This isn't right!
David!
Did you really need to break her arm? That wasn't necessary.
Okay? Don't thank me.
No!
David!
Gabe! I'm sorry, that was an accident.
You were going to kill her!
She was going for her gun!
Look at her!
Gabe,
She can't even stand up!
It was over the line, Gabe. You're right.
Gabe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. You know that?
Why the hell are you all looking at me that way?
They're scared, David.
Of what? I'm protecting them.
Why are you pointing a gun at us?
Oh dear.
So I'm all alone. Fine then. You people are on your own.
Such an asshole.
I I've seen that look in his eyes before. You should go after him.
My arm hurts. Ouch.
David? What are you doing? Come on. Just take a step back. You wouldn't want to, you know, slip or something.
Come over here. Or are you afraid of me too? I know the rest of them are. Right?
Even if they are, I'm not. I've dealt with scarier than you, brother.
There's no if, Javi. They are. My wife, Javi. My son. They look at me differently.
Maybe you're seeing them differently.
I want to show you something. Stand with me.
Why the hell are you smiling?
See that sewer line over there? Perfect placement for a trench. That hill about 100 paces west of it. A sniper's wildest dream come true. I'm a soldier, Javi. I see this landscape like a painter sees a blank canvas. Like how you used to see a baseball diamond. I'm a soldier. This makes sense to me. I was made for this. I thrive in this.
Maybe it's crazy. But sometimes crazy things make sense. If only a little.
I'm surprised you understand. A soldier isn't a husband. Or a father. A soldier is a soldier. Nothing else. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Call yourself whatever you want. I still see you as my brother.
That is kind of you to say, Javi. I wish I had your heart sometimes. I want to change, Javi. I always have.
Really? All you ever tried to do was get me to change.
Only because I couldn't bring myself to do it first. It's the one war I could never win. And I'm wondering why. Is it because I don't know how? Or because it's impossible to change who you really are?
There's a way. There always is. No matter how lost you are. You just have to keep looking until you find it.
Looks pretty messy.
For now.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe.
Just gotta live long enough to find out.
Just like with anything else. I did what you asked.
You did. Thanks for that.
So now, will you step back?
Sure.
I found them! They're up here!
Be careful, Javi. I ran into...
Oh no.
He was still outside when we checked on the entrances.
The muertos were everywhere. We got him inside just in time. So we let him in. There were so many muertos out there.
Thank God you're okay, man. I was worried. Trip. About earlier.
Yeah, about that. I ain't gonna punch you in the teeth. Though, I got every right.
Really? Figured you'd put up a little bit of a fight.
Oh, I'd love nothing more, but... I just... can't shake this slippery feeling I got. Like I'm... standing in shoes that don't quite fit. You picked me to die, and... someone else did instead. Ain't sitting right. Not one bit.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It was... fucked up.
No doubt. Top to bottom. I keep putting myself in your position. About Conrad, about all of this. Asking myself over and over again whether I'd do the same. I'd love to tell you I wouldn't. I really would. But I can't. If someone threatened my family, I'd shoot him in a heartbeat. Hell, I'd shoot him twice to make sure the lesson stuck. It's a complicated world. But at least there's people to share it with. Bygones? How about it? I'm in if you are.
You bet. Bygones.
Try not to piss me off again, please.
There's so many. They're pouring in.
It's even worse than you think. The streets are overrun. Nowhere to go except inside the buildings, and those smelly fuckers are beating down every door. We're sitting goddamn ducks here. Everyone in town is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck have we done?
So what do we do? I don't want to die up here.
None of us do, Gabe.
We watch out for ourselves. We're top priority.
Absolutely.
The best way to protect ourselves is to protect this place.
Potentially, but with the streets compromised, we're gonna need some sort of reinforced mobility to get around. That armored truck you guys stole, there's more vehicles like that in the same place. That's over by the motor pool at the water tower. We could use the highway overpass to get to the water tower.
Come on. Let's jump.
Oh crap, is this a quick time event? Oh, it is. Oh, this better not fall.
Come on.
I swear to God.
It's an easy jump.
I've got freaking flashbacks from season 1 when Ben fell from one of these things. Okay, it didn't fall. Oh, thank God.
Keep your eyes open, stay aware of your surroundings. All of you. Let's move out. When we found Kate earlier, she hugged you.
Oh no.
Why do you think she hugged you? Why was that? Just wondering.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're seeing things.
Yeah. I guess it was pretty crazy out there.
Well, let it ease for a bit. You know, I'm not gonna put salt in the wounds. There he goes.
We need to be careful up here or else the exact same thing will happen to us. Stay sharp and do not fire your guns. We're gonna be fine. That guy was all alone. We're not. Everyone hold back. Let Javi and I clear out these walkers. Good to go. Let's move.
Why is he talking like a soldier? Have you noticed that, chap?
You okay, bud?
When I was little, Dad used to ask me what I wanted to be when I was a man. And I pointed him. He always liked that. I thought he was such a great guy. It would always make him smile. Every time.
Yeah. Lots of kids hero worship like that. It's part of the job.
Yeah, I guess it was. Never be like your uncle. He told me that all the time. Don't be a man who relies on other people to solve your problems. Because then you're not a man at all. I used to think he was right. Not anymore, though, Javi. I can only hope I grow up to be like you. So?
Oh, well, thanks, buddy. It means a lot.
Sorry I never really said it before. I should have.
Thanks a million.
You're welcome, a million. You took such good care of me. Now we need to take care of Dad. He's the one that needs our help.
We're gonna have to go around the side.
There's barely any room.
Well, no time to waste. Come on.
You know, I didn't think there was much that could scare me anymore. And yet, here we are. Just goes to show you.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Life is full of surprises.
I'm not just scared. I'm fucking terrified.
Oh man, I wish we had a freaking option, man. No, I don't like this. Why do I have a bad gut feeling about this?
Take my hand!
No, I don't like this.
Thanks, Trip. That was... Shit, my nuts! Ah, fuck you, fuckstick!
Son of a goddamn!
Oh, he survives. Oh, thank God.
This ain't nothing. Once we're back on the ground, that's when this shit's really gonna get scary. Got a bad feeling. Good lord. It's nasty down there. Can't even describe it.
My God, it never ends. This shit is way too fucking dangerous.
Amen to that. Still though, I'll take dangerous to dead any day.
Oh, shit.
We have to get across.
Oh dear.
I know Gabe doesn't see it, but David really is trying to look out for him. He's not doing the best job, but no one gives you a rule book to raise a kid.
And they sure as shit don't.
There's just one thing I don't get, though. Did David really think he was helping AJ by letting him go? Why did he stop guarding him?
Maybe you should ask him that. It might be that he just didn't care. Not everyone's like you, Clem. Not everyone wants to take care of a baby.
I guess not, but after you put in all that work, so much of your heart...
AJ was a brat. He lived with me after we kicked you out, Clem. I'd already raised 2 kids. Thought it'd be a piece of cake. Not with that tyrant.
Is that why you gave him away?
We had a bad winter. Destroyed every crop we had. I couldn't leave Richmond. And AJ couldn't stay in Richmond. I gave AJ to Lingard and told him to do whatever he had to save his life. I miss that brat. Never asked Lingard about it again. Though I've wanted to.
You should have tried harder. There's always a way. He was your responsibility. You don't get to abandon that.
Don't think it doesn't haunt me. It wasn't easy, Clem. Remember, far as I knew, I'd already lost 2 children. Wasn't any easier with number 3.
It's never easy.
I'm gonna keep you alive. Keep all of us alive. And hope that that's enough. Enough for atonement.
He was a brat, huh? A goofy little brat. You were trying to take care of him. Sometimes that's not so easy. Reminds me of someone who did the same thing for me.
Oh dear.
You did the right thing.
Lee reference. And possibly Kenny. But more Lee, because more... Like, Lee looked after Clem the most, you know, when she was a kid.
Shit. Chopped right in half. Well, there's the water tower. Not too far away. What the hell happened here?
I don't even want to know. How did that happen? That's the question. How did that happen?
Oh. There's the other half.
Ah, lovely.
No way we're jumping across that.
Oh, we're not doing what I think we're doing, right?
You're not thinking...
It's that or go back.
We should go lightest to heaviest. That way it won't break on the first swing.
I'll go first, Clem.
Oh.
Get a long run up, but not too long. If you take too many quick steps, you'll propel yourself upward instead of out.
David, he's got this.
She's right. I do.
Not on my deathbed, I would do that.
Come on, Clem. Your turn.
For the record, I do not trust this thing. Not at all. It's one thing for the kids to swing across, but us?
You've got this. I've seen you do things that are way scarier.
Okay. I can do it.
Nuh-uh.
All right, David, you're up.
You're the little brother. You should go first. Oh, you're definitely lighter.
After you. Show me how it's done.
Okay. Pay attention.
Please let me put Trip first. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, I don't know about that, Chief. You've weakened the propeller.
I'm going last, brother.
Trip, you don't have to.
Just go before I throw you across.
No. Nuh-uh. No. No.
Javi, hang on! Come on, man, come on!
Nah, no way Trip is making
Trip!
it.
It's all right, y'all. Shit.
We should go back for him.
How? Don't be fucking thick. I can handle this. Oh, shit.
Trip!
Don't give up!
Oh my god.
We gotta try. We can't just leave him.
Y'all head out now. I don't want you seeing this.
Come on!
Motherfucker!
Trip! No!
Ah!
He went out fighting. I hope I do too.
I'm sorry about your friend, Javi. He seemed like a good guy. Kind of guy you want on your side in a fight. It's priceless.
Come on. We're almost there.
It's like he knew he was... I don't know. The way he was with Joan and that, he just had a good feeling that he should have been the one that was dead, you know? So, it makes sense, but it bloody sucks. I hope there isn't an option for us to save him. I don't think there is, because that looks way too scripted, you know? Like he was scripted to die.
I miss when all we did was track the herd. From a safe distance.
We need to get down there. We're not getting anywhere without one of those vehicles.
It's not like we can just ask all those walkers to move out of the way.
How about we make some noise and distract them? We could use that generator.
That's a great idea, Gabe.
When'd you get so smart, Gabe? You really aren't the same kid I remember. I'm impressed, really.
Oh, what can I say? Taught him well.
Oh my God, Javi, really?
It's okay, Dad. He's right.
Hell yeah.
We still gotta get to the generator somehow.
Cut a walker open and cover yourself with its guts. Then you can slip right through them. What?
Oh, that's a great idea. Gross idea, but great. I could have saved my water bottle.
So, who's gonna do it? Javi, you've been willing to do some crazy stuff for me before. I know shooting Conrad wasn't easy, but it showed me I can always depend on you.
Of course, Clem.
Look, it smells really bad, like way worse than you think.
Thanks, Clem. Thank you.
You'll do. Okay, you can do this, Javier. Fucking... Oh, God. Oh, I think... I'm gonna be sick. Oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Do you just literally eat shit all day long? Is that why you smell so bad? Okay. That better be enough.
Fucking hell, man. Why did my whole thing move forward? I was legit stood still and my L3 moved forward. Because I knew what they were going to do and I was waiting for them to pass, but then me to, you know, do the generator and stuff, but my guy just walked forward on me. That's stupid, man. I honestly hate my L3 at times, especially in those kind of situations. It's stressful.
You did it, Javi.
Barely.
Now that we're here, let's find something reinforced like you said, David. Something to help us move around. Safely.
We're saving the city before we do anything else. We gotta find something to seal the breach with. All we need is the right vehicle.
Oh, that's not gonna do the job, man.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing?
The right thing. I'm leaving. We're all leaving.
What? And going where? You saw it yourself. We're surrounded by the herd.
I'm taking my family out of here. You helped keep them safe, Clem. You're coming too. Let's go. Everyone. We can't wait around.
This is bullshit, David.
We can't split up. We're dead if we do.
Then we don't split up. We protect each other like family.
This all started the day we knocked on Richmond's door. We brought this on these people, all of us. We can't abandon them. Not after what we've done.
We're going home, Kate. Back to the last place we were a family. We're starting over. We're all together again. Finally.
Oh dear.
It's time. All of us. A new day, a new life.
That's crazy talk, David. Home is gone, just like everything else.
I thought you guys were gone once, and I was wrong. Maybe you're wrong too.
I'll go with you, Dad.
Gabe!
He's my father, Clem. I'm sorry, but you really wouldn't understand.
Think this over, buddy.
Gabe, is this what you really want?
I know it's scary out there, but I have to.
You don't have to be afraid, Gabe. I won't let what happened to Mariana happen to you. You have my word. I will protect you
can't say
the
that.
right way.
That's fucking bullshit, David. She was lucky to have us. At least we were actually around to raise her.
Javi, just stop. This is what I want.
I understand, Gabe. I'm still going back. I won't be able to live with myself if I don't try to help the people in Richmond.
You won't be able to live at all if you do that. Richmond is compromised. It doesn't matter if there were 5 of us trying to save it or 500. We'd all die. I know a losing battle when I see one. We're moving out. Everybody get in. That's an order.
How fucking dare you? What will it take, David? What will it take to show you that you do not get to do that? We are not your soldiers. Run away home. Be a deserter. I am done with you.
Oh, snap.
Let's go, Javi.
Why the fuck do you think he would go with you?
No.
Tell him.
What the fuck is this?
I love her, man. We're in love.
Always
I should have known.
Ayana.
I should have known the night Pa died. The night you weren't there. Blood is worthless to you, just like he was to you, just like I am to you. Well, it's time for you to finally learn what blood really means.
David!
Dad!
What do you have to say for yourself, brother?
David! Stop it!
Nah.
I love you. No. No, you don't get to say that!
I'm gonna keep my promise to my father.
Jesus Christ, stop!
Oh dear.
How fucking dare you!
That's enough!
I love you! No! Stop saying that! Dad, no!
Gabe!
Oh my god!
You're not taking my family from me!
David, no!
I'm gonna fucking kill you! I love you, brother. No!
Damn it is.
Holy shit! Javi!
David!
He's gonna get himself killed.
What the hell is he doing?
Asshole.
David took him.
We can't wait any longer. We have to go help Richmond. I'm getting on that bulldozer.
But Gabe!
Gabe wanted to go. He did. We all heard it.
You're right.
I'm going to save Richmond. Someone has to.
I'll use that motorcycle and go after Gabe. Javi, you should help Kate.
What about you, Clem?
I can take care of myself.
That is
We're out
true.
of time.
Javi, I'm sorry. I've been here before, more than once. It's not gonna end well for everyone. You have to decide.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's hard to be caught in the middle. I know that.
I can't let Kate go by herself. It's too dangerous. I'm going with Kate to save the city.
Okay, I understand.
Be careful out there, Clem.
You too. Both of you.
I have to help Kay. I know that Clementine
If
doesn't
we're gonna
die.
drive into the herd, we're gonna need these.
She can't die. Like, if Clementine dies, she wouldn't be in season 4. You know? So I can't let Kate go by herself. I believe I've made the right decision.
Well, there's a happy sight. Can you help us get the gate open?
Almost didn't recognize you, Jesus.
Once I got in contact with my people, I headed right back. Had to make sure you folks were safe.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
We'll keep the muertos away. Just get me to the gate so I can open it up.
Oof, that's a shiner.
We're almost there! Javi, get in the busket and I'll lift you to the top of the gate!
Busket?
The thing in the front! The scooper thing! Whatever! Get in it!
Yuck.
Javi, the busket!
Right. Yeah, busket.
Nice of you folks to drop by.
I knew Jesus would come back. Jesus, always. He always comes back for his people. We love Jesus, man. Honestly, I'm so happy that he came back. I'm so freaking happy.
I'll have it open in a second. They couldn't just have an open gate button. Okay, never pull that lever again, Javier.
Okay, sorry.
Nope.
Green button. Got it.
You did it, Javi!
I knew it was the green button, chat. I just wondered. I just want to press the buttons,
Let's
okay?
get inside and wrangle the walkers together! If we get them in one group, we can lead them right out!
Oh my gosh, it's him. Wait, was he the guy that was at the door? That Gabe distracted? I swear I recognize him.
Full steam ahead.
Oh, come on. Full on open fire, like, go ape shit.
Javi, hang on! No, Javi! No, no!
What? That's bullshit. What? I don't fucking get that. I was spamming square. How do I fucking die with that? Okay, that's bullshit. I didn't even see the square button bomb.
Fuck this.
First time around.
They're piling up on the thing! The basket!
Shit, I'm empty.
Here, take over! Let's plug the brakes with the damn truck!
Oh yeah. I'm a bulldozer your ass like no tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm having way too much fun. It's like GTA all over again.
Fingers crossed. That's it! Let's get out of here!
Jesus! Over here! We need to round up these walkers! Head them towards the gate!
Welcome back.
I thought we were coming back to, well, not to this. It's just a little surprising, that's all.
Yeah, we've had some difficulties.
Certainly one way to put it.
Javi, look! It's Clem!
Gabe?
Wait, where's David?
Is he?
No, he's fine. He's just banged up.
What happened, Clem?
Their car got overrun with walkers and crashed. I was barely able to save Gabe.
What about David?
David's dead.
What?
I'm just glad you found Gabe in time. Thank you.
Thank you for saving Gabe. I don't know what I'd do if I lost him too.
Of course. When I got there, it looked like David had turned. And that Gabe had to stop him.
Oh, God. Gabe. It's horrible.
Javi? My dad... He...
I know, buddy. He's gone.
No. He wanted me to tell you. Take care of each other.
Where did you find them?
A little ways outside of town. Not too far.
Can you take Gabe somewhere safe?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Javi.
Where are we going?
A funeral.
So if I went with Clementine, Kate would have died? Is that it? Oh, that freaking sucks, man.
Over here, Kate. It's this way.
No shot.
Oh my God. Poor David.
Poor Gabe. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Poor Gabe. He shouldn't have had to suffer that.
Yeah. He talked about this every day. What to do when he died. He was convinced it would happen in the field. Every day. As common as talking about the weather.
Then be happy, David. You got what you wanted.
More than you realize. He'd talk about his military funeral the way that other people talked about retirement plans. He'd only change the subject if I promised I'd bury these. He didn't care about burying his body. As far as he was concerned, this was him. Help me dig. It doesn't have to be much.
I'm glad that I said that. Yeah, I can't even say it, man.
We should probably say something. That's what you do. Usually.
I'm gonna keep watching out for Gabe. We'll take care of each other. Do you want to say something?
Let's go.
Call these people. All these people.
It was his own fault. If you regret helping me, if you're feeling any guilt, bury it. I mean it.
We need to move on. Move forward.
We do. And we will. Usually the quiet scares me.
What about now?
There's a lot of work to be done. The herd could come back. Still, though, I feel more calm here than I ever did in an old van on streets with no streetlights. We earned this, Javi. We earned feeling calm in the quiet. Let's start a family. You and me. A fresh start. What do you say?
You're on. Let's start a family.
You don't think it's selfish? It's not the safest world outside of Richmond. Or inside it, truth be told.
So long as I got you, I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, crap.
We'll be up there before we know it.
Better do something worthwhile in the meantime. Heading out?
Yes, indeed. We came here to put an end to the raiding. Looks like that's been done. Glad we got it settled. Gotta move on.
I gotta admit, man, you're a fucking badass.
You're a real charmer. You know that, through and through.
I didn't know what to,
I was worried about you, Javi.
didn't know what to
About
say.
who you are
I
inside.
don't know.
You helped save these people, though. That goes a long way for me. Second chances are in short supply these days. That's what this place can be, if you let it. Trust me, though. Life within walls is a hell of a lot different than life on the road. Don't take shortcuts like Joan. You gotta do the right thing. Always. Good days, and especially bad.
Absolutely. The right thing. No matter what.
Good to hear. I read people pretty well. Little gift of mine. You're a capable guy, Javi. Change is in the air here. You can lead that change, and I think you should. For the better. God knows this town could use it.
You know what? I'm gonna step up. Lead this place in the right direction.
Then as far as I'm concerned, Richmond's in much better hands than it was.
Hey, Jesus?
Hey, Gabe.
Thanks for, you know, not letting me get killed, and for coming back to help us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, man.
Pay it forward. Be vigilant. Trouble never stays too far away.
Bye, Jesus.
You're
Thank
alive.
God.
Don't remind me. I'm not gonna say thank you for keeping me alive, but I'm gonna try and find something out there that might make me say thank you. Someday.
So where's AJ? Tell me. Where?
You know Clem won't rest until she finds AJ. Where is he? Please, man. For her sake.
He's at McCarroll Ranch. It's not too far from here. That's where we left him, at least.
Thank you. Good luck out there, Doctor.
He better be alive, man.
So you're out of here too, huh?
Yeah. It's time. I have to find AJ, Javi.
That's true.
I've waited so long. But could you do me one last favor before I leave?
Sure. Tell Gabe you said bye? I don't know. What is it? I felt bad not saying anything to Jesus there. I didn't know what to say. I like his armor though. I was gonna say that. You got badass armor or whatever, but I don't know.
I used to do this for my niece.
That's nice of you.
She thought I was terrible at it.
Were you?
None of your business.
Bless her.
I'm really gonna miss Gabe. I mean, he's super annoying sometimes, but I've gotten used to having him around. At least, to have someone to talk to, even if he is a total dork.
Not that he said anything to me in particular, but you know the guy's got a Mondo crush on you, right?
He does not.
Oh my gosh, you have a crush on him too.
I do not.
Well, you both have my blessing.
I'm gonna stab you with those scissors. I have to see AJ, Javi. I have to see that he's okay. Do you think he remembers me?
Of course.
At least a little?
Who could forget you, Clem? No one who knew you, I guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe. Everyone told us he was better off. After everything that's happened, I'm starting to think they're right. I don't know if I was a good mom or not. I can't stop thinking about it.
Did you love him?
With all of my heart.
And of course you were.
Gabe told me you used to play baseball.
I did. I loved it.
He told me you fucked it all up, too.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, you survived.
I had to.
But you loved it. How do you survive that? How?
That's what's good about a broken heart. When you're looking at it all broken and shattered on the floor, you figure out the pieces you need versus the ones you liked. If you're ready to move on, that is.
Yep.
If.
All done.
Well, how's it look?
You know what? I'll grab your hat.
Oh dear. She looks cute though.
I remember this team. Your dad ever teach you about baseball?
No, not really.
Well, you come back, and I'll tell you all about it.
It's a deal.
She's got the Gwen cut.
If I bring AJ back with me, will you teach him too?
You bet. He belongs with you, Clementine. Bring him back.
No, she looks badass. I like her like that. Don't know why, but it suits Clem. And this is where the thumbnail comes from. Gosh, she looks so grown up. Oh, that can't be at the end of Javier and Kate, Gabe and all them. I hope that we get to... I don't know this chat, so please no spoilers. But I don't know nothing of Season 4. I know nothing. I haven't ever played Season 4. But that was Episode 5 from the Gallows. All finished up. Oh.
never enough light to blind me. But at night I don't go out too far. Blinded eyes, blinking stars, all the things that I hope to hit ain't just the dark, it's the dark in you. And I know, waiting on the outskirts, waiting for you. He was waiting up on the outskirts, starlight fell on his face. Oh, I said it, don't you go out there, I won't get him to stay. Stay. Oh, 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 oh. Light to blind me. For in these eyes there's never enough light to blind me. But at night I don't go out too far. Blinded eyes, blinking stars, all the things that I hope to hit ain't just the dark, it's the dark in you. And at night I don't go out too far. Blinded eyes, blinking stars, all the things that I hope to hit ain't just the dark, it's the dark in you. Oh, 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 light to blind me. For in these eyes there's never enough light to blind me. Oh, 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 light to blind me. For in these eyes there's never enough light to blind me. But at night I don't go out too far. Blinded eyes, blinking stars, all the things that I hope to hit ain't just the dark, it's the dark in you. And at night I don't go out too far. Blinded eyes, blinking stars, all the things that I hope to hit ain't just the dark, it's the dark in you. And I know, waiting on the outskirts, waiting for you.
Alrighty everyone, I've just updated my schedule, and if you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to do so. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, the link is in the chat. I believe that's it. Yeah, it says post and the link. So as soon as you click on that link, you'll be led to my community post. Be sure to leave a like on it, be sure to leave a comment. I'd appreciate if you did. If you click on the read more tab, you'll see all of these ticks. Maybe I'll update the ticks because they do look different on, you know, different platforms and stuff like that. Honestly, when you think this song is ending, it doesn't end, does it? The tune just carries on. Is it like infinite? But yeah, anyways, it depends on what platform you're looking at on. You'll see like a different tick or whatever, but on the laptop you see like a green box with a white tick inside. From August 6th to the 21st has been completed. Now, I am debating on whether to live stream the rest of August, because we don't really have that long left, so I'll see what I can do in regards to my schedule. And when I have further information on that, I'll be sure to update it. But I just need to speak to Night Rose because she's part of this schedule, not just myself. So as soon as she gets home from work, I'll just speak to her about the schedule and stuff. We'll go through it together and we'll hopefully figure it out, chat. But August 22nd, which is tomorrow, Thursday, I'll do some Reddit Online with Night Rose. Go around collecting and stuff like that. So that'll be on the 22nd. On the 23rd, that was undecided, but Night Rose just let me know that Fortnite Season 4 Carol G concert, 3 PM Eastern Time, which is 8 PM GMT. So I'll be doing the Fortnite Season 4 Carol G concert on Friday. On the 24th, I've got Fortnite Season 4 gameplay. On the 25th, I decided to change that because it was originally Fortnite, but I'm changing that to Dead Island Riptide with Night Rose. That'll be on a Sunday. And then on August 26th and 29th, but I've put a dash now, so I might just stream Green Hell, which is a game I'll be playing on the 26th of August. I might play it throughout the, 27th and 8th. Yes, Night Rose is at work. Tuesday and Wednesday on the 27th and 8th. But when she comes home from work, we'll play a few hours of Green Hell. Hopefully not too long, because we don't have, we don't want to have nightmares or anything like that. But then on the 30th and the 31st, I'll play some Fortnite. But yeah, the schedule is possibly completed. I want to see your stats for other characters. You will get into that. Sorry that it's taken a while. Honestly, I didn't expect the song to be as long as it has been. Usually, songs ain't that long, But, anyways, let's head over to the stats now. Thank you for waiting patiently. So, your experience with David was compassionate. You accepted David's hand after he punched you on the night your father died. You tried to leave Richmond without David. In this time of need, you stood by David. Gabe had to bring his own father after David turned. Oh my gosh, Gabe actually killed his own dad after he turned. That's crazy. For a son to do that to their own father, I couldn't do that. So yeah, my experience with David was compassionate. But moving on to the next page, your experience with Kate was loving. You kissed Kate in the junkyard. You supported Kate's plan to escape Richmond. You told Kate you wanted a future with her. You told Kate you wanted to start a family with her. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Moving on to Gabe. Your experience with Gabe was caring. Oh, thank goodness. I am so glad that it was nothing else than that, because I would have felt horrible if it was anything else with Gabe. Like, horrid or hurtful or disappointing and things like that. Like, I'm so happy I was a good uncle. Taking it from experience, IRL, I am so glad I was a caring uncle to my nephew. So, here's the stats. You made Gabe happy by agreeing to stay in the trailer for the night. You told Gabe the truth about his neighborhood friend. You helped Kate save Richmond before going after Gabe. And then the next one, your new frontier story. You reassured Tripp by promising you wouldn't cause trouble in Prescott. Then you went behind Tripp's back to... Oh no. Wow, he's got the letter Z on him. He didn't actually die, did he? He didn't, like, get shot in the brain or wrote. Oh, that sucks for Tripp, man. Is it... There better not be a way to save Tripp. And he can live with Eleanor at the end. I'm gonna kick myself if there is. But anyways, you reassured Tripp by promising you wouldn't cause trouble in Prescott, but then you went behind his back to get to the junkyard sooner. But in the end, Tripp saved your life on the other path despite you not choosing him to be saved. There wasn't an option there, right? In the end, Tripp saved your life on the other path despite you not wanting... Wait. Is there a way to actually save Tripp? Is there actually a way to save Tripp? Or is it all scripted to the point where... he just dies? Because that's gonna bug me now. Wait, hold on. I might be reading this wrong. Hold on. Okay, I'm reading that wrong. I'm sorry. The other way of thinking that. Okay, I must have read that wrong. Sorry. So Tripp must have been destined to die then. Whether I saved Tripp, which is what I did in the beginning, but then Joan was like, "You forgot one thing, Harvey. Betrayal," and then he was shot in the neck. But if he chose Ava, then she would have obviously been killed, and Tripp survives, but then Tripp saves your life despite you not wanting to save his when Joan was wanting to execute either him or Ava. But Harvey chose Ava, so that could also be that meaning, if that makes sense. So I didn't want to save Tripp, I decided to save Ava, but Ava is the one that got shot, not Tripp. So despite me not wanting to save Tripp, he ended up saving me. That could be the only way I'm thinking about it. Because I don't think there is a way to save him. I'll have a look on YouTube anyways. If there is a way to save him, trust me when I say this, chat, I will go back and I'll save him. But anyways, moving on to Eleanor. You took Eleanor up on an offer to sneak away on horses to the junkyard. Then Eleanor leaked your plan to incite resistance against Joan, but you forgave Eleanor for betraying you to Joan. your New Frontier story. So Ava's gone. Clementine decided... I keep reading these wrong. I'm so sorry, chat. Clementine declined Ava's offer to meet with the New Frontier. Then you convinced Ava to help you after she caught you and Gabe stealing guns. Finally, you picked Ava to live, but Jones shot her to teach you a lesson. Wow. Lingard's alive, which I'm happy about. Clementine heeded Lingard's medical advice regarding AJ. Then you refused to give Lingard a lethal injection. After the chaos, Lingard told you where AJ is located. So that is a good way of keeping Lingard alive then. Imagine I killed him. Like, who would have told me? That's one big reason why I decided to keep Lingard alive, because there was some plot twist at the end where Lingard would have told you where AJ was. I had that gut feeling that Lingard would tell me. And if I kill him, just like with Max, like I thought about it with the Max situation. If I killed Max, who would have told others about Joan and what she's done, you know? So I kept Max alive so he could be a witness to what Joan was doing. And her being the reason behind the raids and things like that. That's the only thought that I had about Max in regards to Lingard, you know. I kept Max alive because of reasons which paid out in the end a little bit. And now keeping Lingard alive, he told Clementine where AJ is, so I'm curious on what's going to happen in Season 4. In regards to Conrad, he's dead, so let's read on his side of the story. You coached Francine through Conrad's poker game. Then when Gabe threatened Conrad, you convinced your nephew to lower his gun. Later you shot Conrad in the tunnel after he threatened Gabe's life. Hell yeah. No one's gonna threaten my family. Fuck you, Conrad. Anyways, about Jesus. When you met him, you trusted Jesus and didn't bind his hands. Then you promised Jesus to always do the right thing to helping Richmond survive. Lastly, you promised Jesus you would help lead Richmond. Interesting. Oh wow, we don't know what happened to Clint. You told Joan that the New Frontier was to blame for Mariana's death. Then you brought Max to expose Joan to the Richmond cause. Eventually you shot Joan. Clint kicked you out of Richmond for murdering Rufus. Then you rejected Clint's deal to leave Richmond peacefully. Currently Clint's whereabouts are unknown. So would the same be for Joan if I followed through on Clint's plans? That's interesting. That is very interesting. Did you stand with David on the ledge? You and 92% of players stepped up to help David. 8% didn't. Ooh, what a scene. What did you say to David about Kate? You and 53.6% of players confessed your love for Kate. 28.3% of players came clean about your relationship with Kate. 15.9% of players denied having a relationship with Kate, but David didn't believe you. 2.2% of players said nothing. Wow, you can actually complain about your relationship? Yeah, I snogged your girl, what are you gonna do about it? Aside from smacking me in the face with a wrench. Oof. Did you fight David back? You and 63.5% of players showed your love for David, even as he took his anger out on you. 36.5% started to fight him back, I guess. Interesting. But that decision was based on me going back on episode 4, because I wasn't happy about my decision with Tripp. I saved Tripp, but Joan shot him, and I was like, yeah, no, I can't live with that. But I am curious what was going to happen if I chose Ava. But I guess we'll look on YouTube about that. Anyways, did you go after Gabe or with Kate? You and 64.1% of players went with Kate and sealed the Richmond breach. 35.9% of players decided to go with Clementine. Did Clementine come along with you? After the fight with David, Clementine followed her own plan, splitting up with you, and 53.3% of players. 46.7% of players didn't have Clementine come along with them? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm assuming if you were awful to Clementine throughout the whole game, she wouldn't have come with you. Damn, your decisions truly do change the story around you, huh? But I love Clementine, who doesn't? Who doesn't love Clementine? But she's all grown up now, huh? Your Clementine? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this why Season 3 was so important? Because of Season 4? Oh my gosh. I have never been looking forward to another season than Season 4 right now. Bruh, first off, I was like, do I really want to play Season 4 after what I've been going through in Season 3? But then I heard that Season 3 is very, very, very important when it comes to Season 4. So every decision that you make in Season 3, make sure it's the right one, because you're going to need to make the right decisions. And I'm like, okay, you know, what's all that about? But that's what I heard about Season 3 when I first played it on PS3. But I have never played Season 4, ever. So it's going to be brand new to me. It's going to be also brand new to you guys. And I'm assuming we're going to be Clementine in Season 4. It's the only way to end things properly, because Season 4 is the last season that Telltale worked on before they cut ties with the employees, the company and stuff like that, before they split. I think I believe they're back now under new management, which I hope they are, and good luck to them. But I am very curious on what's going to happen in Season 4. But anyways, aside from all of that, your Clementine became bruised, not broken. Clementine enjoyed brief, happy days with Kenny and AJ until a terrible accident changed all of their lives. Clementine was unable to drag a broken Kenny to safety, leaving her and AJ on their own. No. I forgot about Kenny dying. Rest in peace, Kenny. Oh, that sucks about Kenny, man. That freaking sucks about Kenny. He was paralyzed, I believe, from the waist down, which made Kenny unstable, and he wasn't able to move or anything like that. And if you got that flashback with Kenny, you saw him actually get mauled by the walkers. Oh, that bloody sucks, man. I dislike it when Telltale Games does these type of things to you, you know? That's why I have a bitter taste when it comes to these kind of games, because the companies really know how to mess with your feelings, huh? But all I'm happy about is that Clementine is not losing a finger, because when I saw Clementine lost a finger, I was like, wait, how did that happen? And then I started to have flashbacks with just her and AJ, and I was like, okay, something is really wrong here, because where is Kenny in all of this? And even Nightmare said the same thing when she came home from work. She said, where is Kenny in all of these like flashbacks and stuff? And I said, I don't know. I seriously don't know what's happening. So I did some research on YouTube, and it said that if you went with Kenny, you would have these flashbacks. And I didn't go any further than that. The only flashback that I saw was when Javier and Clementine got locked up in Prescott after Clementine shot that guy in the chair. And then she had a flashback. And there was one of Kenny, there was one of Jane, and then there was one of AJ. But it told you, this is the flashback that you got if you went with Kenny, this is the flashback that you got if you went with Jane, and then this is the flashback that you got if you decided to go alone and didn't go to Wellington, you decided to leave. And I'm like, wait, I'm on my own? Like, what? And then after a second flashback, I was like, okay, yes, I am definitely on my own. I didn't go with Kenny, I didn't go to Wellington. Either Clementine shot Kenny or left him, and Jane is dead, or vice versa. So I was like, I'm so confused on this. So I looked at my save files, and my choices of season 1 and 2 did not cross over to season 3. They were randomized. So what I decided to do is play the whole season again from episode 1 to 2. Now I did share play with Night Rose. Some decisions she made, some I guided her on, and then I think one of the episodes I played the episode myself. My Clem shot Kenny and went with Jane. She shot David in the shoulder in my playthrough. Oh really? Shit, I need to definitely look into that then. Thank you about that, Lightning. Myself and Arrows are going to look at the cut content, and we're going to look into all this other stuff in regards to season 3 and that, because I only know a little bit about cut content. I don't know everything, but I am very curious in regards to the cut content and stuff. And if any of you have never watched any cut content in regards to The Walking Dead season 1, 2 and 3, definitely check it out on YouTube. There is a YouTube channel by the name of In Cold Blood. He's awesome when it comes to cut content. The same goes with the Michonne DLC and 400 Days DLC. There's just so much cut content. But that's why season 3 didn't really make much sense to me, because I did hear that season 3 got a lot of cut content and it was very chopped short. So that's why these episodes were only like an hour long instead of 2 hours. Because it was very cut short. It was some guy who was the lead director and stuff like that at Telltale Games that wanted the games to be his way, not the community's way, or Telltale Games' way. So he demanded a lot of content to be cut, rushed, and unfinished. So that's why season 3, like when I first played it, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But the second time that I played it, that I live streamed it for you all, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, but there is some parts that I'm missing. I'm like, okay, what happened here? What happened there? So there is a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense. So as soon as I look into the cut content with Night Rose and stuff, I'm sure that'll make sense eventually. But I've left the writing on the screen if you guys want to read it yourself. But yeah, I'm glad that I went back in regards to my season, because no way did I want Clementine to lose a finger. That was horrible to look at. I felt nauseous and sick. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. So Clementine got all the fingers back, because my save file from season 1 and 2 crossed over to season 3. My choices from season 1 and 2 crossed over and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very excited to be checking out season 4 for you guys. That'll be kicking off in September. I don't know what date, but keep an eye out on the channel in regards to a community post, because I'll be sure to do a September schedule. And I think September will be a busy month in regards to different games on the channel, so I hope I'll see you in the live streams when I do different games, other than just The Walking Dead, Fortnite, Reddit Online, and stuff like that. But I'm going to read the rest on stream, so as you heard from the first part, your Clementine became bruised, not broken. Clementine enjoyed brief, happy days with Kenny and AJ until a terrible accident changed all of their lives. Clementine was unable to drag a broken Kenny to safety, leaving her and AJ on their own. Then the second bullet point is, after overcoming strong misgivings about joining the New Frontier, Clem accepted their rules and tried to make the best of the situation, even when it backfired. Bullet point 3, when Harvey and David fought at the water tower, Clem remembered a similar fight long ago. She took control of the situation by putting a gun to David's head, stopping the violence before it escalated. Oh my gosh, I didn't even freaking click on about that. Nah, Telltale Games, you cheeky. You are cheeky. Nah, that just brought flashbacks. Kenny and Jane. Clementine had that flashback of Kenny and Jane with Harvey and David. Oh my gosh. Bro, that's even brought flashbacks to me. And I completely forgot about that. GG's Epic Games. Not Epic Games, Telltale Games. Wow. Nah, that's just like my brain, you know. Anyways, the last bullet point. Once David abandoned the group, Clem recognized the danger he and Gabe were in. Despite her history with David, Clem was determined to be the better person and followed his truck into danger in hopes of helping them. Oh my gosh, bruh, I can't believe I forgot most of the stuff in Season 2, huh? Imagine there was like a bullet point, like the last bullet point was something like... I'm sorry for this, chat, but imagine there was like a last bullet point of Clementine remembered the teachings Lee gave her when she was young, and she decided to go along with his teachings to make sure she lives the best life, she doesn't, you know, get put in danger. She knows how to raise AJ because that's how she was more or less raised by Lee. Right, there was something on the last bullet point that mentions Lee. Can you imagine that? Like, there's always like Lee Everett memorabilia, like, bruh. Like, throughout Season 3, there was obviously, you know, some hints of Lee. Because I mentioned at the trailer park with Ava, like, I miss Lee. Like, I remember a guy called Lee looking after me and stuff, and Ava was like, oh, you didn't, you know, talk about Lee as much. You know, he may be gone, but he's always in your heart. But can you imagine, like, the last bullet point is something to do with Lee? Like, Clementine remembers what Lee taught her throughout the years of being with him, or the months of being with him, or something like that. Like, she remembers the teachings that Lee gave her when she was young, and she followed them through as she got older. And when she started to raise AJ, she's just starting to remember what Lee taught her and what others taught her and stuff. But Lee has been a big impact on her life growing up, looking after AJ, looking after others, trusting others, not trusting those who may seem sketchy, doing things that are right even though they may be wrong, like the last part here. Despite her history with David, Clem was determined to be the better person and followed his truck into danger in hopes of helping them. That is something that Lee would do, despite him not having a good history with someone. If you know where I'm going with this, for those who were around in Season 1, or who have played Season 1, Lee didn't have a good relationship with Lily and her dad. But despite Lee and Larry, which is Lily's dad, despite Larry and Lee not getting along, not having the best of history together, and even though he didn't get along with Lily because of it, he always tried to make things right. he always tried to be the better person. He always said to himself, look, you may not get along with me, you may hate me because of my past, your dad may hate me, but I am making sure that I be the better person. And the same with Kenny as well, the same with Kenny when his son was in danger at Herschel's farm. I can, bruh, that's crazy, huh? Like, Clementine is a Lee, if that makes sense, but in female form. Gosh dang, I have raised Clementine right. But I cannot wait for Season 4, and I hope that each and every single one of you can't wait as well. But I'm going to head off now. I'm going to get some food, and I will be back with another live stream a bit later on. I don't know what I will live stream, but I do hope that I'll see you there. But wow, honestly, these like changes that I've had throughout the season, man, it's honestly crazy. But I am curious if we will meet Javier, Kate in Season 4. I don't know, please no spoilers. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited for Season 4. I'm excited to find out what's going to happen. And hopefully, maybe, hopefully, I don't know, we'll come across Javier, Kate, maybe they have a son or a daughter. Can you imagine? Bruh, that'd be wild. Like, Clementine goes back and there's Javier and Kate with a son or daughter or 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever. That'd be wild. I don't even want to think about that because I don't know if it is in Season 4 or not. I don't know. But nonetheless though, I will live stream a bit later on. But yeah, thank you for the love, the support on Season 3. It means the absolute world to me, and you all are the reason why I am live streaming this series, because of you guys, you know. And if it wasn't for any of you, I wouldn't be carrying this on. You know, I'd be bored out of my head. I'd be, you know, not wanting to play this. It would have been a waste of money, things like that, you know. But I bought this game because of you guys. You know, I bought this game because of you guys, and I am blessed to have each and every single one of you by my side throughout this whole series of The Walking Dead, from Season 1 to Season 3. It doesn't matter if you've been here for 1 episode, 2 episodes, you've been here for the whole seasons. Just thank you so much for making this such a blessing to play this game, to experience mixed emotions with you all, to experience these choices that I make, even if they're not the best decisions. It's just amazing just to have you all, you know. So honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for an absolute roller coaster of emotions of these past months, you know. And I hope that you like the way I'm separating this. You know, in Season 1, I think I did it in June. I began it in June, and then July was Season 2. In July it was Season 2, and then August. Yeah, that makes sense, right? June was Season 1, July was Season 2, and then August is Season 3. And then Season 4 will be in September. And then it'll be the final season. We don't have any more DLCs or anything after that, so yeah. Oh crap. I'm glad that I didn't end it here. Let's find out what happens. The music kind of ruins it a little bit, huh?
I'm gonna find you, AJ.
Hell yeah, you are. Clementine's story will continue. Yes! Oh, I'm so blessed I saw that. I would have been so upset if I missed that for you guys. Oh, I'm so happy I caught that on stream. I am so freaking happy. I would have been so pissed if I ended it there and I saw that at the end. Yeah, the music was a bit annoying. I should have turned that down for episode 5, my bad. Oh my gosh, my brightness was on the absolute limit there. But no, I should have turned the music down. I had a feeling that the music was going to be a big deal in episode 5 at the end there. I should have turned it down, but it is what it is. But oh, sorry, no, it was like, you should have said something. Like, you should have said something. I'll make sure in season 4, you know, that'll not happen. But do you want a tease of season 4, or do you want to wait till September? Tease or wait? I am willing to show you a teaser, champ, but that's down to you. If you want a teaser, then you let me know. But I don't want to end the stream here. Like I don't mind in the stream here, but would you be interested in me showcasing the art gallery? No worries, no worries. You should have let me know though that the music was fucking with your disability and stuff. Like it was kind of messing with my ADHD a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but please let me know that stuff in the future. Don't think you saying it is gonna like upset me, annoy me in any way, shape or form. Like if it's messing with you, then tell me please in the future. But anyways, we're gonna go through the art gallery real quick, and we're gonna check on the changes that were made, and how things look like, you know, before and after. So basically in the art gallery, if you don't know what it means, like if you have no clue of what the art gallery means or anything like that, like, yeah, you may say, oh, you know, it's how can I say this? Like, when you look at an art gallery, you're like, oh, cool drawings, cool pictures, coolio. The art gallery actually has more meaning than meets the eye. So basically, the art gallery is how things were in beta before they ended up getting changed and finalized, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do an example here. This is how Lee Everett was going to look. So you would say this was his beta version. But if you know how Lee looks like now, you'll know that he got the finalized product, if that makes sense. So this is what he looked like originally before they changed him up, finalized him, things like that. Same with Clementine, this is how she was going to look originally. Don't mind the bottom right picture. Yes, it's scary, but that's basically how they would do her mouth. They were drawing her mouth and stuff like that. But this is how Clementine looked originally. So yeah, this is basically a behind the scenes of how things looked before they were changed. This is the beta, if that makes sense. So yeah, a lot of people will look at the art gallery and was like, oh, an art gallery, cool. pictures, cool, drawings, cool, but there is more of a meaning behind the art gallery than meets the eye. So once again, this is literally the whole behind the scenes of how things looked in the beta before they were finalized, before they were set in stone and stuff like that. So let's head over to New Frontier, which is Season 3. If you didn't know the name of Season 3, guys. So originally this is how Ava was going to look. She had the green jacket, then she had a camo, and then she had a blue camo one, and then she just had a regular blue jacket. So yeah, this is how Ava was going to look originally. From A, B, C, D, E, these are also the versions of Ava. So I think they originally was going to make a white character and more of like a badass type of thing. The reason why she doesn't have a face or anything is because they were just drawings before they finalized everything. So I think they were gonna go with one of these, but decided to, you know, go with something different, and I believe they went with the A version, as you can see on the drawings to our right. So I think they kind of like went through with these pictures, but then decided to, you know, finalize with what we had. So this is Clementine. This is how she was going to look originally. As you see in the bottom right, she's got a hoodie with a hat on. Now you saw in one of the flashbacks in the cutscenes previously on The Walking Dead, she was wearing a hoodie with a hat, but we didn't get that in the game. Now I want to tell you something. So when you look at these flashbacks, meaning previously on The Walking Dead, you will start seeing things that aren't in your playthrough. In Season 2, previously on The Walking Dead, there was a version of Carver that was way skinnier than what he looks like originally, and he had a different facial model, different mustache, and different body build. Like, he was very skinny. And same goes with Bonnie. She had a different face in the flashback. So basically, what Telltale Games, I would say, have made a mistake on is they've kept a lot of beta versions in the game still, rather than updating them and bringing them to the final product, if that makes sense. So on the previously of The Walking Dead, you need to pay very close attention to how the characters look, what they're wearing, things like that, because, like I said, Epic, I keep calling them Epic Games, because Telltale Games kept a lot of things in that they weren't able to change, and the reason for that is because of all the cut content. And but I don't know who was in charge at Telltale Games, who was like in charge of making this story of The Walking Dead, who was in charge of cutting content, changing things about and stuff like that. But there was this one guy that was a cunt, to put it blunt. One of I wouldn't say one, but a few employees of a few employees who were working on The Walking Dead actually spoke about it, about this one person that was in charge of the story and kept changing things, kept cutting things out, didn't give employees enough time to go into detail of how they wanted to finalize the product, and they have to, you know, go back on a few things which were left unchanged because they just didn't have enough time. They kept getting a deadline, but when they got that deadline, the deadline ended up changing. So the guy, whoever it was such a knobhead, to put it blunt, and he just kept changing a lot of stuff. He kept looking out for himself in a way. He didn't really care about the community of The Walking Dead. He didn't care about his employees or anything like that. He just wanted the game how he saw fit. You know, like if he didn't like something, he demanded a change. But Telltale Games were like, we're doing it for the community. This is what the community wants. You know, we want a story. The community wants a story. But all you want to do is just change it, ruin it, cut things out that just now don't make sense, that you're cutting out because it's part of the story. So if we cut this out, the story then doesn't make any sense. So now we have to rewrite the story because you've cut this most important part out. And then now that obviously, like I said, we've got to rewrite the story for it to make sense, because that important part got cut. So we have to rewrite the story to then fill in that gap. And I'm like, oh gosh, that was going to be a pain. That was going to be a pain in the ass for me if I worked there. I wouldn't like it, to be honest. But yeah. Anyway, side rant over. I just want to let you all know that. But anyways, this is how Clementine was going to look. Originally with a hoodie on and hat and stuff like that. But obviously the way she looks now is the way she looks now. But I'm so pissed that there was so much that got changed in Season 3. If Night Rose is there, then I can't wait to show her. I can't wait to show her the cut content. But anyways, Clementine progression. So Clementine, which was like 8 or 9. The next one was when she was 12, 13 maybe. Like, look at her. She's wearing a hoodie with a hat on. I'm so pissed, man. I loved Season 3 because I live streamed it for you guys, and you guys were here for it all. But I'm still pissed that they cut a lot of stuff out. Whoever was it, I can't remember his name, but honestly, he bawled my blood. Because there were so many employees that just came out to tell the truth. Like, they weren't able to talk about it because they were under NDA. If you don't know what an NDA is, it's a non-discussional agreement. You sign it, you can't talk about anything within the company. And then when your NDA runs out, like your contract runs out, you're free to talk about anything and everything. And that's what a lot of these employees ended up doing. They were under an NDA. And when they ran out of that NDA/contract, they just spilled everything about Telltale Games and how uncomfortable at times it was to work in that environment, because they were working hundreds of hours just to get things done within the seasons and DLCs, and they just had no sleep. One of them said they struggled to sleep for a good 5-6 days, maybe a week, because they were rewriting the story of Season 3 due to the amount of content that got cut. And the parts that were cut were very important to Season 3. Like, I remember one of these guys, and there was, I think, 2 other employees that said they worked countless of hours, hundreds even, to rewrite the story of Season 3 because of the amount of content that got cut. And the parts that got cut were very important. So of course they had to rewrite to fill in the gaps that were cut to have it make sense, because they had to fill in the gaps somehow, some way. But they didn't agree on it. They didn't like it because they just couldn't figure out how to fill in those gaps, because the story was set in stone, but then it was just changed within a split second. And they had to come up with something quickly because they were on a deadline. But then when they started to rush through it, that deadline ended up getting changed by an extra like 2 or 3 months, let's say. So then the parts that they rushed, they had to rewrite again in a better tone, if that makes sense. And I'm like, fucking hell, this guy makes me honestly pisses me off, to put it blunt. Whoever it was in charge, I can't remember his name. If I find out for you guys, I'll be sure to let you know. But he was horrid. He was horrid to his employees. And I seriously hope he ain't part of the Telltale Games company anymore. I really hope. But this is Conrad. Pretty cool. But yeah, sorry for my rant in chat. I just want to show you the art gallery. I don't want to end the stream here. I still want to, be with you guys and show you this art by Telltale Games, and show you what things could have looked like in the beta to what it looks like now, if that makes sense. So this is the beta version of Conrad, his clothes, of how he's going to look originally. I think the one in green and yellow and blue and brown and stuff was his vinyl version. But this is what he was going to look like originally with his hair. Like, he was going to have a bit of hair, then he was going to go bald, then he was going to have a bit of an afro. Which looks pretty cool. The head shapes, yeah, they look really cool. But anyways, David Garcia. Fucking hell. Pardon my language, but wow. He was going to look like your typical Spanish fella, huh? The guys on the right, I'm sorry, but why does it look like a bit of a boy band going on? I'm sorry, but it looks like a new version of Backstreet Boys. Or Take That or whatever. Why do we have such a boy band going on? You know, David on the far left, and you got the boys on the far right. Left, middle, and right. And then that's their album cover from the A to D. Bruh. Why does it look like an actual boy band going on? You see what I mean though? Like, I love going through this because it actually makes you see what the beta versions of these characters were going to look like. If they were going to do a, let's say if they were going to do a movie, I would love that, but I would pay the amount of money that I've got saved, have it all. That's to cover all the seasons. If you need more, you got it. But I would love a movie of The Walking Dead from season 1 to 4. We need to find one of these guys that look like David. We need one of the guys that look like Javier, Conrad, Tripp. Get Jericho. How about that? Get Jericho for Tripp. Make Jericho, Tripp, and Ayana as Ava. Perfect. And then we just need to find the other guys. But jokes aside though, but look at David though. I'm glad that it, honestly, it makes me feel blessed that David and all these other characters look the way they do now, because obviously looking at the art gallery, it's the beta versions of the characters and how they were going to originally look. Now, I'm not going to lie, the finalized version of David is perfect because it gives him that mean demeanor about himself. I don't know about the guy in the middle. The guy in the middle is questionable. It doesn't look mean. It doesn't look like he's got a demeanor about himself. It doesn't look like he's a soldier. No offense. But the guy on the far right and in the top far right, if I wish I had like a cursor or something to show you this. But the guy on the far right, it can be pulled off. But it just looks like a stuck-up prick. You know, it's like, I don't know. But I'm glad that they decided to go with what they go with. You know, I'm glad that they went with what they decided to go with in the end. But anyways, Eleanor. Oh my freaking goodness. Why does she look like Ellie from The Last of Us? All like grown up in her 30s or something. Bruh, why? Wow. She actually gives me Ellie vibes on the version 3. Ellie is from The Last of Us, for those who don't know. But why does Eleanor kind of look like Ellie, all like grown up in her 30s or something? Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Night Rose. I'm glad that you know where I'm coming from with that. But yeah, this is Eleanor. Oh my gosh, look at the numbers at the bottom. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had 7 versions. The last version doesn't look right, where she has that kind of hair. Oh my gosh. That is wild. That is wild. Anyways, young Gabe, young Mariana, and Alvin Jr. Aww. Wait, was Alvin supposed to walk in season 3? Because we didn't really see AJ walk as much, did we? We didn't really see him walk as much. We always saw him sat down or getting carried. Oh, it would have been so cute if we saw AJ walking, you know? Like Clementine holding his hand, AJ walking. Oh, that would have been so cute. Oh. But yeah, young Gabe, Mariana, and Alvin Jr. How they were gonna look like originally. Francine. Who is Francine? Oh, I know who Francine is. Francine is Conrad's lover. He was. AJ was just a figure. Francine, I think she was the one that got her finger. You know. But yeah, you see what I mean? I am so blessed to show you all of this on stream because you don't see this off stream, chat. I go through this with Night Rose off stream and it's such a blessing to go through the gallery, you know. I need to do that. Would you guys, let me know in the chat, yes or no. Would you guys be interested, as soon as I finish Season 4, would you be interested in me going through the art gallery of Season 1 to Season 4? And the characters and stuff like that? Just dedicate a long stream in regards to going through all of the art gallery stuff, going through all of the characters, of the development of the characters and stuff, because the art gallery is a massive piece of the puzzle when it comes to cut content. And I am such a nerd when it comes to cut content because I want to learn more about a game than meets the eye, you know? Like, what really went wrong in the beta versions, you know? And in Season 1, there wasn't really much cut. There was a few changes, yes, but it wasn't massive to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm sad that, you know, the story changed. But Season 1, Lee was supposed to survive. He was supposed to keep his leather jacket, but they ended up changing that, and obviously the way he died is the way he died. But in Season 2, chat, let me tell you this. In Season 2, it was going to be much, much, much darker than meets the eye of how it is now. They do have tendencies for it to be dark, but there is some light shed onto that darkness. There was 2 employees that got asked how Season 2 was going to be originally because of the cut content that they saw, of like the loading screens, the music, and things like that. It was one of the people in the crowds asking the question to the employees, when, if any of you would like to answer this, you don't have to if you don't want to, if you're under NDA or whatever the case may be. But with the way Season 2 is, how was it originally? Because there was a lot of beta pictures going around and music, and I saw that in regards to the cut content, as you would call it, of how things were going to be back then. But now we've got the final product. We don't know what truly Season 2 was going to be like, but was it much darker than it is now? Because yes, there is some darkness onto Season 2, but there is some light blowing that darkness away. Could you shed some light onto it? And both of the employees spoke about it. They had a long overhaul conversation of how Season 2 was going to be, but to cut it short, Season 2 was going to be hell on Earth. Satan's mosh pit is what one of the employees called it. It was going to be Satan's mosh pit, meaning it was just going to be brutality, horror, disgust, unsettling, and one of the employees even said it was so dark, it gave so many of the employees nightmares. Because of how dark and horrible Season 2 was. But I don't think I would have coped if that was the case. What game is this? It is The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. It's in the title. It was on for sale for around 15, maybe £20 for me in the UK, and I bought it. But I'm just going through the art gallery right now because I want to end the stream here. I want to carry it on a little bit to showcase the art gallery of how things were going to be in the beta to now. But this is Gabriel Garcia, of how he was going to originally look to what he looks like now. But crikey, what a massive difference. The letter A of how he was going to look does not suit him. B, it looks a bit of a... It looks like me a little bit, as weird as that sounds. You know, he's got the jacket on, he's got the hoodie on, he's got the hair. Why does that kind of look like me a little bit? That's kind of scary. Why does B look like me? Was I a voice actor for Gabriel? Dun dun dun. No, I'm joking, I wasn't. I was only, what, 16, 17 when this game came out? Can you imagine I was a voice actor for one of these games? C is my brother. Yeah, it is. That is actually your brother. I was about to say that, but I don't know how comfortable you were on me saying that. But B definitely looks like me. But yeah, this is how Gabriel was going to look, guys. In the bottom left is his outfits. I believe on the right is his like finalized product. But that is crazy, huh? That Gabriel was going to look like this. You're more than welcome to pause the stream if you want, because I don't want to stay too long on the art gallery. I'm sure you've got better things to do, chat. Oh my fucking crikey. Blossoming trees. Huh? Nah, I wouldn't have liked Javier like this. Ew. Thank you, Telltale Games, for changing him. I cannot see, I'm so sorry for saying this, but I cannot see Kate being with this type of guy. I am curious how Kate looks now. If Kate looks worse than she does now, then fuck it, they sued each other. But, oh my goodness. Why? Guys, I'm sorry for ruining this, but on the far left, on the very far left, the guy in the brown jacket, white shirt, blue pants, brown boots, why does he look like James Blunt? On the far right as well, the version 2, number 3, whatever, on the far on the far right, and the far left, why does he look like James Blunt? You cannot unsee that now as soon as I've said that. It literally took a second. I was like, right here, just pinch my noggin. I'm like, it looks like a singer. It's fucking James Blunt. You cannot unsee that now. On the far left, in full body apparition. In the far right, the version 2, 4, whatever. It's fucking James Blunt. When you're playing the game, I've finished Season 3, you've missed it, Tattoo Man. I will be playing Season 4 in September. But I've finished Season 3. What I'm doing is going through the art gallery for my community. because I want to show them what the characters looked like before they were finalized. The art gallery shows the beta versions of the characters, and it could also show beta locations. But nah, that's James Blunt. Javier Cooked in his final design. Honestly, I'm glad that Telltale Games changed him. But no, he looks like James. Can you imagine, like, the guy on the far left is what Javier is? I wouldn't have been able to play the game. I'm James Blunt in The Walking Dead. Can you imagine? James Blunt is the voice actor of Javier. Like, let's say the final design was the guy on the far left and far right. The little drawing on the far right. And episode 5 ends with Kate and Gabe and Prescott and stuff like that. And James Blunt's song comes on, Goodbye My Lover. I'd just be pissing myself laughing. Anyways, I've ruined the season for you all. But anyways, moving on to Jesus. Definitely Jesus. What the hell is this? Jesus was blonde? Nah. Jesus looking down on me, looking at my TV right now, is like, I'm not blonde. Jesus was originally blonde? How dare you mock Jesus? But no, he looks badass in his outfit. He was going to be blonde? Nah. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus was going to be blonde. Even Jesus up in heaven is like, blonde Jesus? Really? But no, he looks cool. He looks cool. Jokes aside though. But wow. Isn't it funny though that his last name is Monroe? And we had Marilyn Monroe, who was originally, well, she is blonde. But that's crazy. Are you related to Marilyn Monroe by any chance? But no, blonde Jesus, that'd be a sight to see, huh? Joan, oh god. Yep, you definitely look like a frickin' bitch. Sorry, but crikey. I don't like you as much as I did before, Joan. I am glad that you somewhat look the same as you do. Crikey, crikey, crikey. She looks like one of those, you know, she looks like a mother who's proper strict, you know. My house, my rules, it goes by this. A farmer's wife? Oh god, I can't unsee that now. Left, doesn't she, with brown hair? Proper Karen. Joan? I like saying Joan. I don't know why, it sounds fluent. And Joan. It's like Joan. Joan was... Really? Joan was originally Eleanor's mother, which explained the lawyer's betrayal later down... latter. The lawyer's betrayal? I'm like, wait, there's a lawyer in season 3? Did I miss something? Oh, okay, thank you, Lightning. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe we'll find that out in, the cut content. But no, I appreciate you telling me that, thank you. Since season 3 is over and done with, moderators, it's okay on a little bit of spoilers here and there. But in the future, ladies and gentlemen, not that I mind it now, obviously Season 3 is over and done with, but myself and Nightmares will go over the cut content off stream. But if there is anything you want to share in the chat, you're more than welcome to do so, but don't express too much, because I want it to be a surprise as much as Nightmares wants it to be a surprise. But if there's any bits that I possibly have missed out on, or anything like that, you're more than welcome to share and stuff. But in the future, like when I play games that I haven't played before, please no spoilers. And the same goes with like Season 4 of The Walking Dead. If you know anything of Season 4, please, for the love of God, do not spoil it. I don't want to be putting you in timeout, I don't want to be banning you from the channel, I don't like doing that shit. You know, and neither does my mods. We're very chill over here, that's why we're called the Chill Squad community. But, like I said, in the future, no spoilers or anything like that. But since Season 3 is over and done with, I'll allow tads of spoilers here and there. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you appreciate and respect what I've just said. Okay, yep, definitely. You definitely do not deserve Javier if you look like James Blunt. But gosh, Giddy Yanks, you look like a mother or a stepmom, alright? Oh my gosh, she was gonna have short hair. Ugh. I'm glad that she has her hair down the side, because obviously it would explain, you know, not to have her hair grabbed. You know, can you imagine she's got like a long ponytail and it's literally a bloody swing rope for the walkers. So yeah, I can understand why she's got her hair kind of like short, or her braid down her chest, or shoulder blade, whatever you call it. Because if you don't know, in Season 1, I can't remember who said it, but I can't remember who said it in Season 1. Whether you like it or not, that hair is going to be I can't remember what he said. Who was it that said it? But he mentioned Clementine's hair and telling Lee to get it cut because it was just going to be a grab fest for the walkers. So that's why everybody in The Walking Dead now has their hair short, because the walkers would just grab it. Katie's final design was the best. She looks like Maxine Caulfield in one of the... Oh my fucking gosh, Lightning. I actually see it now. In the bottom right, the very bottom right, Max Clawfield. Oh my fucking gosh. If you don't know who Max Clawfield is, guys, it's a female character in Life is Strange. I played that on the channel, if you guys want to check out that gameplay. But, Life is Strange is one of the greatest games I've ever played. But Max Clawfield, she has superpowers to rewind time. But that's all I'll say. But yeah, I can't unsee that, Lightning. Good shout, good shout. Max, yeah, she looks like Max in the bottom right. But no, honestly, I can't see this version of Kate in the game. I can't. The final version of her looks perfect, and the final version of Javier looks definitely better. Crikey, I would have coped controlling James Blunt. Fucking hell. Paul Lingard, are you okay, bruv? Nah, fam. Why do you look like some doctor from Spider-Man or something? Like some evil scientist. Like, brother, what? Brother, ew. What the hell? Why does it look like some mad scientist from Spider-Man or something? Oh yes, I'll cook this potion and I'll kill Spider-Man. What? Paul looks like Doctor Strange. I can't unsee that now. What have you done? What have you done? Doctor Strange? I cannot unsee that. Oh my gosh. We've got one person looking like freaking James Blunt, and now we've got this other person looking like freaking Doctor Strange. Kate, on the other hand, I don't know what she looks like. Well, you know what kind of scares me about Kate? Like, none of you will know this whatsoever. But there was a teacher at my school, and she wore not the pink shirt, but similar clothes when she was she was a backup teacher, which means, you know, when the main teacher goes on a course or the poorly or whatever, a backup teacher comes in. The one in the blue jeans, like she had blue jeans, white shoes, fuck knows what kind of shirt, because obviously she had her buttons up. But it's the jacket that scares me, because she had the same kind of like patterned jacket, buttoned up, same hair, but she had like a ponytail, blue jeans, white shoes, 100% double of that teacher. And she was teaching English as well. It was the English backup teacher. I never mentioned that because, you know, that's a memory I don't want to really have. But my eyes lit up when I saw that pink version. I was like, oh gosh, she looks like a freaking teacher at my school that I once knew. Don't know what her last name was, but or whatever, you know. But she looks like a supply teacher at my school. But yeah, this is Mariana. Oh gosh. Oh, she was gonna have ponytails? Oh. Oh. I'm so upset for what happened to Mariana, you know. Noticeably few changes? Yep. You can see the changes, right? Honestly, thank you so much, Lightning, for being here. I'm glad that my channel was suggested to you. I hope to see you in the future on the channel, in future live streams as well. You've been a massive help in regards to this live stream, and I'm very happy that my channel is getting out there. I may not be a big streamer or anything like that. I'm not doing these streams for the fun of it. At times, you know, sometimes, you know, I take these streams very serious, like it's a job. And sometimes, you know, I take them more seriously, you know, so there's times where I don't do these streams for the fun of it. I'm doing it for more of a serious take, if that makes sense. Because maybe I do want to, you know, do YouTube in the future as a job, who knows. But then there's at times where I do this for the fun of it, where I just act around, dilly-dally, whatever the case may be, and sometimes when my ADHD goes off the roof, you know, some of my behaviour choices get me in trouble, but I do have my moments, and I hope that you can, you know, stick through that. And hopefully you can stick through the people that I've got in my community. They've got a great attitude on them. They're great people. There is some people that are questionable, but don't let that, you know, change your mindset of how I am and how the rest of the people are in the community. You know, if there's one bad apple in the community, trust me when I say this, they'll be gone in seconds. You know, I've kept my community very close together in a circle, and if there's been any bad apples, I've just cut them out instantly, because I don't want no poison in my community, and I want to have the best of the best people, you know. I want real people by my channel, not fakes. And honestly, you've been an amazing help. You know, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a great person. You know, you could have come by this channel, you could have been an asshole like other people have in the past, but you've honestly been a big help. You've been very chill, and I cannot wait to see you in my future streams, man. Honestly, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. And of course, there's, you know, possibly so much more I could say, but I don't want to get, you know, too sappy. You know, I am sometimes a sappy guy, but you know, I just want to keep it real. You know, for everyone in my community, and I want to keep it real for the new ones that come by and stuff. I don't want to be fake, you know. And yes, there is at times where I have been fake, but that's only because, you know, I've gone through a bad time and I've tried to put on a smile on my face, if that makes sense. I've tried to put a smile on my face and tried to be happy and stuff, but sometimes it's worked out, sometimes, you know, sometimes it hasn't. But if you're wondering how long I've been doing this, I've been doing this for 8 years. I started 22nd of April 2016. And yeah, honestly, it's just been for the fun of it. But there's times when I have took it serious and stuff, but when I do get monetized, when I am able to have people become members of my chat, I hope I see you become one of them, if you're able to, of course. But moving on from that, thank you for each and every single one of you. I honestly appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Like, none of this would be possible. I know I say this day in and day out, but trust me when I say this, day in and day out, you mean the absolute world to me, guys. So thank you so much for the love, the support that you show on my live streams. So yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. But anyways, let's go through more of the art gallery real quick. So we've got Max and Badger. Max looks like some guy from Jurassic Park, and then you've got Badger, looks like, I don't know where he could be from. But Badger, Max looks like, I'm not sure if you're going to unsee this, chat, but if you've watched Jurassic Park, where there's that, now I'm not body shaming when I say this, but there's probably no other way, I'm sorry, but there's this fat guy with glasses on, and I think there's this raptor that ends up spitting venom in his face or something. Max kind of looks like that guy, but a slimmer version. I forgot his name, but if you've watched Jurassic Park and you know who I'm talking about, Max looks like that kind of guy, but slimmer version. More roughed up version, to be precise. I would say Badger kind of looks like a guy from Lara Croft games. Like some badass villain or something from Lara Croft. Oh, Sandra, hello. Wait. Were we going to see us? No, they fucking wankers. Sorry for my language, but were we going to have a flashback where Clementine was like a kid again, and we meet Sandra, the babysitter? Oh, I would be so freaking pissed if they cut that out. No, don't freaking tell me that we were going to have a flashback where Clementine is back in her home and we get to see Sandra the babysitter, and we get to see everything that goes down in season 1, which led to the point of Clem hiding in a treehouse. Then Lee comes along. Oh, I would have been. I'm gonna be so pissed if that was cut. There was a planned flashback with Clem and Sandra, and the thing would have ended with Clem seeing Lee call out to her from her. Are you shitting me?
Oh, that's gonna fucking bump my blood.
I hate the guy even more now. I'm gonna literally like. I am so fucking pissed about that. I told you there was so much cut content in Season 3, but never did I ever knew that there was a cut flashback of Clementine being a kid again, where you could see Sandra the babysitter, and then seeing everything go down from Clementine's perspective, and then she meets Lee, and then it cuts. That's... I knew there was going to be something with Lee in Season 3 as soon as Clementine, like, kept hinting towards, like, events with Lee, because at that trailer park, Clementine mentioned Lee. Ava's like, you've never mentioned him. So was there at some point in Season 3, Clementine mentions that she once got looked after by Lee and stuff, and she actually spoke about the story of him and things like that? And that's probably, you know, Ava like, oh, okay, you know, you got looked after before by, you know, a different group and stuff. I feel like Ava was going to be a Jane 2.0. And Clementine tells Ava that she, you know, got looked after by a guy called Lee, and that's why she is who she is now, because of Lee. She's been taught a lot by him. I can't get over this. I'm so upset, man. I'm so upset. Anyways, we got the specialist. We saw him die in the alley or something. We did see him die. Who is the specialist? Did we ever come across this guy? Like, why was he... I do remember him being shown when David was going up that ramp. And then David says, don't worry guys, he was on his own, we're not. Was at some point we were going to see this guy? I don't even remember seeing him. Honestly, you see what I mean now, Lightning? Like, why I'm so pissed there is so many, like, cut parts in this game. I told you. And people in the chat, like, there was so much cut content in Season 3 that just didn't make sense. And then they had to rewrite the whole fucking story because this one guy that wanted the game to be his way instead of the community's way cut everything out, you know? So Telltale had to rewrite the whole story to fit in the gaps of what got cut. I'm so upset by that, man. But anyway, he's got his gear, A, B, and C. Javier would have spoken to him in Spanish in a slaughterhouse level. I did hear about a slaughterhouse level. I did hear about that. Oh my goodness gracious. What the frick? Now, why does why does Trip on the B level look like a Giga Chad? Like a proper like Chad, you know? Why does he also look like that guy? Oh, what game is it, Chad? That there is a character that has that haircut on A and B, not A and B. Sorry, A1 and A2. But there is this blonde character from a fighting game. Oh my gosh, I honestly cannot. Yeah, but Trip looks ridiculous here. I can't see Trip being the bottom left, B. Because he'll be a softie. It wouldn't be the badass that he is now. I'm glad that Trip looks the way he does because I can't see Trip being any other way. And funny enough, B, the bottom left, B, it's got my haircut. Like when I have my haircut, I usually have my hair like that. But no, honestly, all these other ones, like the far right, why does he look the way he does on D? Dramatical murder. I ain't aware of that show, I'm assuming it is. There's walkers. Chad walkers, interesting. Prescott Airport, Maine. Oh wow. Wow. We never saw Wow, I just noticed something. I don't think we ever saw Prescott as much during the daytime, right? It was always at night. I think we never... correct me if I'm wrong, but did we ever see Prescott during the day? Or was it always nighttime? That's crazy. Once Night Rose gets home, I'll probably show her everything off stream. Rather than her catching up on stream, if that makes sense. Only briefly. Crikey. Airport aircraft. Interesting. Airport center. And that's how they were going to originally look. A, B, C, and D. Interesting. Airport gate. Okay. It seems like Prescott got a lot of changes, huh? It doesn't look as secure here. The bar. The alley. I don't think we've seen the alley as much. Alley buildings. It looks a bit like from The Last of Us. Alley vehicles. Interesting. Interesting. Richmond rooftop. Wow. That's where we stood, huh? Posters? Oh crikey, what the hell? Buy one, get one free. Yummy. Oh, this is the flashback, huh? Oh, that's gonna break my heart, man. I swear if that flashback is in the files but never got it never got put into the game, I'm gonna be so upset. But I'm assuming this is what we saw from the flashback. That's why it looks so clean. Why there's no blood everywhere. Oh, this is the fucking cut level, innit? I'm so upset, man. What this game could have been in Season 3, man. I would have been so blessed to have seen this. I guess the factory level could have been a lot darker. Honestly, this game I feel like was going to be dark, but ended up, you know, getting some light shed on it. Garcia house. Oh wow, she was going to have a house. Oh, I know now. I know now. Jane flashback. Yeah, I looked into the Jane flashback. It was very horrible. Very horrible to say the least. Public Works exterior. Oh, I know what I know what this is. I didn't see Jane get buried in my playthrough. Wow, really? Richmond Gate, interesting. So that got somewhat the same design. Interesting. Oh, I know the scene. There was going to be a flashback where Kenny was singing. And he was just walking into the water until he eventually just drowned. I did hear about this. There was a flashback that... I don't know if this is true, but instead of the car crash... I don't know how it plays out. I can't remember fully what was happening, but basically... Kenny... Clem and AJ got separated. And Clementine and AJ were looking for Kenny but couldn't find him. But eventually later down the line they saw his hat floating in the river. Or this scene right here. Eventually they came across it and just feared the worst. But that was the way of Kenny's death. I don't know how true that is. Probably some made up bullshit. I don't know. But I did hear precisely Kenny walking in the river singing. And he was just going to drown himself. But the other part that I just said, like, Kenny, AJ and Clem got separated. And then Clem and AJ spent time finding him. And they just found his hat. And not Kenny's body. They just found his hat. And there was a piece that was added on. Like I said, I don't know if it was bullshit or whatever. But basically, when Clem and AJ found Kenny's hat, Clem gave it to AJ to wear. Like, AJ wears Kenny's hat. Clem has her dad's. Now, if that is true, then that would have been so fucking dark, man. I wouldn't have been able to focus on that flashback. I would just end up crying. You know, the stuff that we got when Kenny fell out the car, paralyzed from the waist down, wasn't able to move. Yes, it is upsetting, but it's a better way than just walking into this riverbank and just singing and drowning himself, you know, and Clem and AJ go find him, and then his hat is just there on the shoreline. I don't know how true that is, but anyways. In an early iteration, Lingard would have been the mastermind behind the New Frontier and called Mason. Interesting. Mason. Sounds like from Black Ops. The numbers Mason. What do they mean? But yeah, anyways, I don't know the true story of this, except for the only truth that I know is that Kenny, there was going to be a flashback of you seeing Kenny singing, walking into the river, drowning himself, and then the flashback cuts. Like, it just cuts out. But, like I said, I heard other stories. I don't know if it's made up. Like, I could just make something up about these galleries and stuff of what I'm seeing. But if it is true that Kenny, Clem, and AJ got separated, from what I heard was an attack or zombie raid or something like that. And this is why I'm kind of unsure if the story is true, because of me hearing different things. But they got separated, and then Clem and AJ a few weeks later tried to find Kenny, and then came across this riverbank, saw his hat on the shoreline. Clem picks it up, fears the worst, that Kenny's gone, he's probably fell in the river or something like that. But she gives AJ Kenny's hat. And then throughout these flashbacks, you actually see AJ with Kenny's hat on his head. That would honestly have made me feel sick. I'm sorry, but I'm, as bad as it sounds, I'm glad that Kenny had that, you know. It's okay now, guys. Off stream, I'll go over these pictures with you off stream, and you're more than welcome to, you know, go through them with me, rather than going back on the stream. So this is Wellington, so I'm assuming if you stayed at Wellington, we would have had a flashback at Wellington. I'm going to guarantee that, because I did hear about, if you stayed at Wellington, there was going to be a flashback about it. I'm not going to spoil that, because I'm probably going to find out in cut content, whatever. But yeah, that's basically it of season 3. Yeah, that's the art gallery, season 3. Thank you, said I missed them. Okay. Okay, let me try and figure this out, okay? Let me... Okay, here we go. So this is the specialist, Night Rose, that we saw in the alleyway get eaten by the zombies. David said, don't worry, he was on his own. We're not. I was thinking to myself, did we see this guy throughout season 3? Or was it the only part where we saw him was in the alleyway? But why is he chained up here? And Lightning said in the chat, yeah, Javier would have talked to him in Spanish in a cut slaughterhouse level. The lady before is Sandra. And in regards to this picture / art, Lightning said in the chat, there was a planned flashback with Clementine and Sandra. And the situation would have been where Clem was seeing Lee call out to her from her perspective. And what I also heard about the little bit of a flashback is that Clementine was going to be young, like her young self, and she was going to be playing in the garden, video recording stuff for her mum and dad as memories and things like that. And then Sandra calls out for her or is in the garden with her. And then Sandra goes back in the house and then gets attacked. Clementine hears screaming. She goes to run to find out what it is. She sees Sandra getting attacked and stuff like that. The house in a mess because of Sandra trying to fight off the zombie or whatever. Then Clementine runs into the treehouse and hides. And you just hear screaming, things like that. It was a bit of a haunting flashback, to say the least. And then it kind of cuts, like basically, it's like Clementine closes her eyes, so the screen goes black, and then like opens back up, like she opens her eyes, and then she hears someone calling out for her, which is Lee. You see Lee from her perspective. I don't know how true a lot of that is, but this is Sandra, the babysitter, the one that I smashed her freaking brains in season 1. As horrible as that sounds, sorry, I could have said that better, but yeah, this is Sandra, but Lightning said in the chat, this is Sandra, the babysitter for Clementine. There was supposed to be a flashback in season 3 where Clementine, you can see everything from her perspective of Sandra and how everything went down to lead up to the events of where you came across Lee. So it would have played everything out of what happened in season 1 and how things happened, you know, to get to the point where it got to, if that makes sense. So this is Trip. He looks horrible here, and I am glad that he got changed to the final product, but I just don't like the way he looks. I just don't like the way he looks. I'm just showing you all the other stuff. But yeah, honestly, I can't wait to view the cut content and stuff like that. So what I'm probably going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is not stream later on, but instead stream tomorrow, if that makes sense. I'll try and live stream a bit early, because I haven't had any food yet, and I don't know how long the food will take. I don't know what I would like to eat and stuff like that, so I don't want to feel like I'm rushing, you know, and then I'll live stream and it's like 7, probably 8 o'clock, and I'm only streaming for like 2 hours, if that makes sense. So I'll probably show you all of this, and then once I head off, I'll be live streaming again tomorrow, which will be Reddit Online with Night Rose. I want to do some more like collecting and probably some other things. I don't know if I'll be on Ayana or if I'll be on Silas. I definitely want to get him to level 100. So I'll probably be on Silas tomorrow, Night Rose, to get him out of the way, if that makes sense. Okay. Sorry, it's still the messages chat, but yeah. Honestly, I am a bit upset in regards to some of the cut content in Season 3. I wish we'd had that flashback of Clementine's home and what went down with Sandra and stuff like that, and for us to see Lee from Clementine's perspective and stuff. But we'll look into more of the art gallery once we finish off Season 4, because I am very curious what lies ahead in the final season, which is of course Season 4. I don't want to look at anything as of yet because I know there's going to be major spoilers for me, and if I see any of it now, I will not be bothered to play Season 4, as bad as that sounds. So I'm going to just wait. I'm sure there's going to be some cool things that we're going to see, but I'm excited for Season 4 in September. I hope each and every single one of you are as well. If there is any more things that you would like me to check out in regards to characters and things like that, I don't know if I can actually like view any of this because it gives me issues, I think. So probably find it on YouTube, hopefully. Yeah, unable to play video. The game is having a problem communicating with the server to load the Return of the Walking Dead. Please check your internet connection or visit blah blah blah. Definitely not my internet connection, but I wish you could play these videos, man. I honestly wish you could. I'll try and figure out a way for us to view that. But in regards to the season select, I'll showcase it when I kick off Season 4 and stuff. Hopefully I'll kick it off early in September. But I do have a community post if any of you are interested. So basically I ask you all, what game would you like me to play first in September? And what is winning so far is The Walking Dead. And then we've got Days Gone. And then tied is Burnout Paradise and The Last of Us Remastered. If you've not yet voted on that community post chat, be sure to vote. And whatever game wins is the first game that I will live stream in September. Also, be sure to leave a like as well, because if you just vote and don't like, yes, that's cool, but the more engagement the community posts get, the better you'll be able to see them on the front page of YouTube and stuff, you know. So be sure to vote, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to leave a comment, you're more than welcome to do so. If you don't know what to comment, don't worry about it, don't stress it, you're all good. But yeah, in regards to another community post I've got, if I get monetized on my YouTube channel maybe in 2025, what name should I choose for my community? I've given you 4 names. Chill Squad is my OG community name. I've got Chill Vibes Squad if I can't have Chill Squad. Taurus Nation, which has no votes, which I didn't expect it to. But then I've got Gizmo Gang, which is a community name suggestion from one of the members. And a few other members liked that name, so I thought to throw it in. And wins, but I'm more aiming to my OG name, Chill Squad. I've got a part 1 and part 2 of which skin in the Fortnite Season 4 Battle Pass are you looking forward to the most. So in part 1 I've listed Captain America Jonesy, Pilverine, War Machine, Doctor Doom. In part 2 I've got Mysterio, Gwenpool, Emma Frost and Shuri. And then if you scroll down a bit further, Chapter 5 Season 3 has finally come to an end. What is your honest thought / opinion on Season 3? W, L, 50-50. And then if you scroll down again, you've got my live stream schedule for August 2024. You'll see a bunch of ticks depending on what platform you're on. If you're on a laptop, you'll see a green box with a tick inside. If you're on a phone, I think it's just a white tick. But basically that means I am that I've done within this month. I think I'm just going to live stream for the rest of this month and see how things go, you know. And then in September, maybe take a few days break and then be back for episode 1 of Season 4. But yeah, there's a bunch of other community posts that I've done in the past. I don't expect any of you to scroll through that far back, but if you want to, then you're more than welcome to do so. That's why I've got the community posts, so you can, you know, check them out, see what's going on, things like that. But it's honestly the best way to stay up to date with me. But I do have a Discord server if